how would you suggest for people who have lost loved ones? Obviously, I mean, if we live long enough, we obviously have experienced loss. How do you suggest people connect to people who are the spirits, to loved ones? How can I know for me, I connect with people who have crossed over, and I feel them, I talk with them, I experience them still. It's still a very deep relationship on many levels. Can you give some examples of ways for people to connect with loved ones?
Well, one of the first things that I always suggest is when you receive something, let's say that a sign comes up, right? Like it's something that just reminds you of them. It could be a butterfly, or maybe they had a certain sign that they said, I'm going to send you the sign, or there's a favorite song you have, whatever it is. If it comes up and you think of them, I would take that moment and really acknowledge it, because they're trying to communicate with you. And it's easier if you can start to put the focus and the energy on believing that that is them. So sometimes that's harder to do at the beginning. If we recently lose someone, you might be in grief and it's a little bit harder to open up to that. One of the things that they have told me is that when we're sad, they're sad. When we're happy, they're happy. So if we get stuck in grief for too long, it's harder for them to connect to us because they don't like that feeling, but they do try to help us. And they'll try to come up to our energy and kind of like change it a little bit or put thoughts into our head to make us think of positive things or positive memories. So first acknowledge it. That would be one thing that you can do. And then when you get more comfortable with it and you feel like you're getting those signs, then I would begin to ask them questions. You know, just have a conversation with them, whether it's in your head or out loud, however you want to do it, and just basically try to connect to them. And remember, when you're doing that, you're using your heart. You're not really using your mind to do that. You're using your heart to connect to them. So if you want to maybe make that a little easier, you could have it be kind of a ritual thing where you maybe bring out a candle or something, or, you know, play some music, or maybe you have a picture of them or something like that while you're doing that, right? And they're there trying to connect to you in that way, and they want to bring it in stronger, but it's just that you have to begin to practice it and see if you can hold on to it and kind of grow, let it be more. And I think some spirits, I've noticed when they come through for me, sometimes their energy is not as strong. So I just noticed that some spirits are very determined. And so remember that their personalities are the same. And so if they normally are, you know, that kind of life of the party person, and they're just the one that has to talk first, they will connect to you pretty easily, and you probably don't have to do as much to pull them in. If they're one that was a little shy, you know, maybe they didn't speak up as much, or they just kind of, you know, had a different type of introverted personality, they might not come to you in that way. They might come more subtle ways, and it might take a little bit more to communicate to them and feel like you're getting the messages. But either way, they will come to you in some fashion, whatever feels right to them. But remember that they'll bring their personality. And so I even see, like when I see spirits, I see them wearing certain clothing. Sometimes they have, I guess, props is what you would say. Like they might be wearing a hat or sitting in a chair, or have something else with them, or flowers, or I don't know, just different things. So use your mind's eye, and in the next stage of opening up, what you would do is kind of close your eyes and see if any visuals come to you. You know, do you get an image of something? Not like that you see it, that you sense it in your mind, right? Like it's something that just comes to you. Like, you know, when you try to not think of anything in your mind, you try to clear it out, and then all of a sudden something comes to you. They'll put stuff in there like that. They'll put little images or a memory. They might give you a memory of something that happened years ago. So you might remember that, oh, I was having fun with them at this party, or this, you know, time that we connected, and you'll start to have that memory. Well, that memory is them communicating to you.